Welcome to Safe Harbor. Welcome to the first video podcast of Safe Harbor. Today we're going to talk about decoding self love. We've talked about it before. I think my first episode ever was on self love. And in many conversations that I have with clients, I realize that self love is something that we're still quite unsure about. Um, we've heard the term enough now, we're very used to the term, but a lot of us don't understand what it actually means. What does it actually signify? And I have to admit that I was one of those people. I wasn't completely sure about what I actually meant when I was advocating self-love. Um, what does it mean? What does it mean to unconditionally love yourself? So self-love is something that I was still I recently realized that I conditionally love myself. And that's when I went on this journey of trying to understand unconditional bit of the concept. And this is what I've realized, and I decided to share with all of you. Unadulterated, unquestioning acceptance of yourself. So understanding who you are, accepting that person 100%, the good, the bad, the ugly, every single bit of it, and not dividing yourself up into good qualities and bad qualities, but areas of strengths and weaknesses. So acknowledging that you have weaknesses, acknowledging your flaws, but accepting the flaws as well, not accepting the flaws or saying or adding a disclaimer to the love that you feel for yourself. Or the acceptance. It starts with acceptance. So first you have to accept yourself unconditionally, and that acceptance is actually love when it's unconditional. And that's what we mean by unconditional self-love. So essentially changing the narrative from I need to do this to like myself more, or I love myself but I need to work on this, to I love myself so much that I'm going to work on this. I love myself to this degree that I'm going to now work on alleviating my weaknesses. I deserve better, so I'm going to work towards better. That is what unconditional self-love means. No conditions, 100% authenticity with the love, with the acceptance that you're giving yourself. It sounds complicated, but it's not. As usual, everything that I mention is very, very simple in theory, but that much more complicated in application. So it'll take you a while to get to wrap your brain around it, because it did me. And that's what I'm gonna say it one more time. Unconditional self-love means unconditionally accepting yourself, not adding a but, when, if, maybe, or in spite of, or I love myself except for. Loving every bit, loving all the gray areas, the dirty secrets, everything, accepting all these parts of yourself and not leaving anything out from the love and acceptance, and just accepting yourself. But this is who I am. There's no but, if, when, how, except. No, this is who I am, and I accept that person. I'm not going to be the same person tomorrow. I'll be someone different tomorrow. And I will love that person just as much as I love this person. And I'm going to work towards being a better version of myself, because I love myself so much, because I deserve the chance to be a better version. Not putting conditions on your love, that I love myself except for my big fat belly, or I love myself except for the fact that I'm socially awkward, or I love myself except for the fact that I get anxious very easily. No buts, no exceptions. Unconditional. So I hope this makes sense, and I hope that helps you make sense of what you're going through right now. And I hope the quarantine isn't too hard on anyone. This is the ideal time to work on introspection and increasing self-love. Bye.